LARPing, live action roleplay. When you pretend to be a fan of something for like the clout and like the social points, but in reality, you're not actually into it and you don't actually like it. According to Urban Dictionary, I'm going to be reading off my script here. LARPing, when someone is pretending to be something they're not, can involve lying on social media, / the internet, or lying in real life, often used in a derogatory sense. Derived from the original meaning of LARP, live action roleplay. When you say that someone is LARPing, and you're not talking about the literal game, you're saying that they are role-playing in their actual real life, pretending to be rich, pretending to know something about a topic, pretending to have a certain lifestyle, etc. Everyone's been talking about it online lately. It's been showing up in my YouTube feed and stuff, and it's low-key pissing me off. It's kind of annoying, okay? Half the people are making fun of people like Kai Cenat, where he's like recording his vlogs on his 3DS just for the aura of it, and just, you know, just having to say that in the comments and stuff. Just ridiculous, right? While the other half of people are like calling people so-called tourists for like trying to get into new things, or just being performative about it online and stuff. So, you know, I get the first half of the people, like people making fun of Kai. That's funny and all, but there's no way he's being for real. He's definitely doing it for clicks. You're falling for the rage bait, I'm sorry. But the other half, the last half we were talking about, the latter half of the people that are just getting mad at people for enjoying new things, you gotta chill. Let a chalant brother be. If me getting into your hobby, like anime or whatever you want it to be, is ruining it for you, that's a you problem. Now, if I'm being a butt about it on the internet, that's different, but still. Anyways, I get that they can be annoying online, especially being like, oh, well, I'm a big fan of this too, when like they literally just got there. But like, let them be, okay? But that's not the point of my rant today. The point of my rant today is I don't want to add more hate. I want to do the opposite. I want to give a nicer opinion and more of a wholesome take on this issue, because all the videos I've been watching have been the latter half where they're complaining about tourists, right? Today I want to do something more constructive and try and make a new point to add to this conversation. Let people LARP. Within reason, don't let them be a butt about it. What do I mean by that? LARPing is how you get into new hobbies, right? You can't get into something unless you pretend like you know what you're doing, okay? Like, for example, rock climbing, okay? You gotta show up with the gear, with the fit, just start doing it, okay? You know, you gotta have to pretend like you know what you're doing, fake it till you make it, right? Don't rag on these people. Now, if they're being a dumbass where they're going like, oh, I know how to do it, and they're doing rainbow climb, even though they are not following the rules of like, you know, the set or whatever, like they're using all the colors and stuff, or they're like touching the wall when it's OH, you know what I mean? Then you can be like, all right, bro, you're acting pompous, pretending like you know what you're talking about. That's not gonna work, okay? The two examples that we're gonna be using of LARPing in this video today, we're gonna be using Azumanga Daioh, the anime. You see it on Instagram Reels a lot these days, and 3DS modding LARPs. We're gonna look at those two. So the first one, Azumanga Daioh, the anime, probably mispronouncing it. If you leave a comment about that, you're poopy pants. It's an anime, bunch of like silly girls who do silly things, and it's like wholesome, it's slice of life. I get the appeal, and this is the clip that you're probably seeing everywhere.
Hello everyone. How are you? Fine, thank you.
Oh my god!
I wish I were a bird.
なんであんた英語喋っとるん?
娘がアメリカに行くのです。
So like, okay, on videos like that, you'll see comments where people are like, oh my gosh, I love this show, it's so cute, or oh my gosh, Osaka is so cute, I love her, she's so funny, relatable, she's so me, blah blah blah, whatever. And a lot of people responding to these comments saying, you've never even watched the show, all you do is watch the reels, you're not a real fan, you're a fake fan. Shut up, dude. Go outside. Low-key, how do people find shows nowadays anyways? You know? That's how I find my shows. I am a big fan of slice of life romance animes, okay? I love that junk food. It's the best. Is it quality TV? No, it's not. I mean, some of it's pretty good, but most of the time it's tropes, same thing, kind of repetitive. Not the best, I will admit that, but I like it. You want to hate on that? So, you know, I like it. And you know how I found the shows? I find it from clips. Like, for example, Call of the Night, I think is one of the shows. I saw a clip of it on Instagram, and now I'm trying to watch it because it's really good. And also the intro song from that, fire song, highly recommend checking that out. Back in the day, it would probably be, you'd put on the telly, and you'd see it on the telly and be like, oh, I like that. I'm gonna go buy that at the store. And then you buy the DVD of the season or whatever. You know what I mean? People can pretend to be in something, and then actually try it and be like, oh my gosh, I actually like it. So LARPing actually can usually lead to more fans of it. That's a good thing. So you shouldn't hate on these people for LARPing because they're joining your fandom and they might actually really like it, and then you have a buddy to talk about the thing with. Our next example, 3DS modding. The 3DS modding community has been growing as of late. You can especially see that in the prices of 3DSs nowadays. Like 3 years ago, they were significantly cheaper to buy pre-owned. Nowadays, like when I bought my 3DS, this is my 3DS right here. I bought this last year, December I got this. It was like $300. I mean, it is the Galaxy one, so it's a little different. And it's also the new 3DS XL. This was $300. I did trade in my old DS because I wanted to get the new 3DS XL because it could play different more games like SNES and PlayStation 1 games. So I wanted to upgrade. So I did turn it in, so that saved some money. But yeah, this was pretty expensive. And that's probably because there's a lot of LARPers out there that are getting into 3DS modding. What they're doing is they're modding it because it's pretty easy to mod, and then they start downloading a bunch of titles, and then they won't even play any of these games. They have like 100 games on there and they play none of them. And then they like tell people that they should also mod their 3DSs, and then they'll never play. Yes, it does suck that a lot of people have been getting into it because, you know, it's raised the price of the DSs. But a lot of people, they're downloading a bunch of titles and they're not doing anything with it. They're being annoying online, like Kai, where he's posting about his 3DS and stuff. Yeah, but same with Azumanga Daioh, the freaking anime we're talking about before this. They might actually really being into their 3DS and using it a lot more, and now you have a new friend to talk about it this with. Like, yeah, I'm not too big on the 3DS as compared to other friends of mine who have really gotten into 3DS modding. However, me and him talk about it all the time now, and it's one of the things that we like to talk about now. Like, oh, I downloaded this, or oh, I'm working on this. Like, it's cool, it's fun, you know? So you can make new friends this way. Hating on LARPers is just spreading negativity, right? And that's always just not a good thing, right? And I get you're territorial of the things you like, but if you don't want people to try it, then you're not gonna get new friends to talk about it. If you don't want new friends to talk about it, then fine, whatever. But don't ruin it for everyone else, you know what I mean? So let a brother LARP. Let a brother LARP. So instead of hating on these LARPers, why don't we spread some positivity, okay? For example, when people are talking about Azumanga Daioh in the comments, don't hate on them and be like, yo, you don't actually watch the show. Why don't you tell them, dude, you should actually watch this episode. It's this episode. It's really funny. Go check it out. You can find it online. I'm not going to tell you where you can find it online because evil Crunchyroll and Netflix and Hulu will take it down. They've been on a killing spree lately. 9 animes gone, Anna Watches gone. They're murdering us, okay? So you're a pirate, you know many islands. Spread some positivity. Same with the 3DS LARPers, okay? Don't tell them, oh, you don't use your 3DS that much, you're a piece of shit, you're raising the prices, you suck. Tell them, you should try this game, it's super fun, you might really like it, let me know how it goes. Let's spread some positivity, yo. That would be better, okay? Because then, when I'm bored or I'm traveling, I'm gonna pull this out and I'm gonna play it, you know what I mean? And also, talking about my 3DS, I do end up playing this a lot with my friends. Me and my friends will get together and we'll do LAN games of like Mario Kart and stuff, and we'll play like Balloon Battle and stuff. So there are pros to LARPers becoming fans. You get new friends to play games with. That's okay. So let a brother LARP, okay? And this video is kind of all over the place. Let a brother LARP. Let him pretend to be into it. Don't let him be a butt about it. Call them out for being a booty, okay? But gracefully, of course. And also don't let it bother you that much that people are pretending to be a big fan of it, because sometimes they actually might be a bigger fan than you think. Don't hate on the LARPers, let a brother LARP. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this different kind of video. I hope you enjoyed the Subway Surfers. Have a good one.